Okay, now that we've simplified rational expressions, we're going to also look at multiplying them, and it's a lot like multiplying fractions. So if I had fractions being multiplied, I would multiply across, or, right, so we'll get 10 over 21, or if we had things that could cancel, so let's say I had 6 over 5 times 10 over 18, what I'd want to do is cross cancel. So the 6 and the 18 have factors that I can factor out, so I can take out a 3. So it's 1 and a 3, and 5 and 10 can cancel. I've got a 1 here and a 2 here, so it just multiplies across now, and we get 2 over 3. So the idea is kind of the same thing. We're looking to multiply across if we can't cancel, but if we can, that's what we go to first. So if I have 4 over 5, these look kind of similar, and 2n cubed over 10, I could multiply across and then cancel, or I can look common factors for 2 and 10, and I can multiply, cancel it down as well. I have a 2 that I can factor out of both, and now I can only cancel top and bottom. Since 4 and 1 can't cancel with the 5s here, I'm going to multiply across, and I get 4n cubed over 25. So at the very end, your answer, you're trying to make sure you've simplified completely. So that's it with our monomials here when we're multiplying. Cancel as much as you can and then multiply across. Next ones, we're just going to look at factored form right now for this one. So it's 4 times x minus 9 over x minus 9. Put some parentheses around that. Times 35x plus 1 over 28x plus 1. Now we're going to cancel what we can. This is the fun part of multiplying. There's an x minus 9, the exact same parentheses as the x minus 9 at the bottom. So cancel, cancel. X plus 1 cancels with x plus 1. Yay. Now we're looking at our numbers here. So does 4 cancel with any value in the denominator? And it looks like yes, 4 and 28 have a common factor of 4. So I divide by 4, divide by 4. I get 1 here and 7 here. So if I were to check, now I'm looking, okay, there's a 1 here, there's a 7 here. 35. Is there anything out here that cancels with 35? Yes, there is. The 7 cancels with the 35. So it's kind of like I have 35 over 7, and that's really just 5. So it's possible that everything, all the parentheses cancel out. That's like the best case scenario. Sometimes it doesn't happen, and we'll look at that as well. So if it's already in factored form, we're great. Now we're going to look at what if we're not in factored form? What do we do? You guessed it. Factor first. Make sure that if we have things like this example, we have a plus, we have minus signs, we want to factor first. So once fraction isn't going to be changed, we're just going to write it again as 35a cubed over 8a, because I don't need to factor monomials here. But I know the numerator of my next one, I can factor out 56 and 8. I can factor out an 8. And then a and a squared. I can take out an a. And then when it looks like, in this case, since the a squared's in the front, I probably want to take out a negative as well. A squared's not in the front. I want it to be in the front. So now it's a minus 7. And then 10 a minus 70. They both end in a 0, so I can take out a 10. They don't have an a, so I'm just going a minus 7 left over. Now I can cancel. So looking across, a minus 7, that really just got to me here. 8a and negative 8a. I just got to make sure I remember the negative sign at the end of this. And then 35a cubed, does that cancel with 10? Yes, they both have a common factor of 5. So 35 divided by 5, 7, we just did that one. And 10 divided by 5, 2. So I'm going to pick out everything. I'm going to circle back and make sure I picked everything up. So there's a 7 that wasn't canceled out, an a cubed, and that's all at the top. And then there was a 2 that wasn't canceled out. So what's left over is 7a cubed over